few minutes ago, I came across this GB News, interview, and as I was doing my research for the video, and I was shocked because it's so unlikely. It's GB News, and there was this UK correspondent that I'm in love with him right now because he's basically saying things that we've been saying for a while now. And he hit the nail when it came to Sophie Chandauka. He read her to the filth. You could just tell, oh, I can smell your bullshit. I know what you're doing. And it was so refreshing because he is a UK correspondent and this is the GB News. So that was really, really, it was crazy for me to experience, and I thought you guys would want to really, really see what this guy has to say because you are going to be amazed. Have a look.
It's a bit of a he said, she said, and now Harry's actually said something publicly, has he, or is this all just coming from sources?
Sophie come out and say that that there's been all these bad goings on within the charity, and this is the first we've heard of it. So once she's been asked to step down, she's suddenly come out and said all these awful things are happening in the charity. Well, why were these not being brought up before when supposedly these awful things were taking place, which doesn't seem to make sense why it's only all coming out now. I mean, if she's saying all the right things, why didn't it come out when it started happening? We've seen this video, we've seen it time and time again where I think Meghan's trying to say to her, no, come into the middle of the photo. So yes, there was an awkwardness, but you can see that there is obviously a good rapport between them at that point in time. So for Harry to ask, oh, can you just support my wife and say some things about my wife? I don't think it's unreasonable or unusual to ask your friends to support you from time to time. I think we all do it, and it's quite commonplace. But I don't know what the end game is with this, but I do think that that the doctor pretty much maybe has money on her mind.
Yeah, and I mean, it's all been made a little bit more heated as well with certain accusations around the charity boss, this Dr. Sophie Chandauka. People accusing her of playing the race card in all of this.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure whether playing the race card with Harry is going to work because he's a great advocate for that. So I don't think it's going to work with him. And we like I say, we don't know what's going on. We haven't seen all the documents, but she's not being paid to do the role she was asked to step down from. So it seems odd that she's putting her heels in and saying, I'm not going anywhere and I've been mistreated. Well, if you're not being paid to do a role that you're being mistreated in, why are you still there? And why are you really digging your heels in? I mean, it's a no-brainer. If it was happening to any of us, we would have gone long since if we weren't being paid. I mean, why do we want to just stay and be mistreated? It makes no sense. So
absolutely.
This is why I think...
sorry, please continue, sorry.
Sorry, no, this is why I say, with situations like this, it's worth asking her, like, what I always like to say is, what is your end game? What do you want? And I think with her, it's money. This is the only thing that I can see.
Guys, I hope you're just smiling right now after listening to Jason Stock's talk. Like, basically, he is saying everything we've been saying for a while, be it on social media. The noise we've been making, exactly. He's saying it. And it's crazy because that's on GB News. And listen, when it comes to these reporters or journalists, I think they're trained to just say negative things about Harry and Meghan. I mean, it's so discriminated against his kids. Do you think he'll want to do the same thing to someone else after seeing what it has done to his wife and kids? No, I don't think that would have happened. So the race card, I agree, it's not going to work on Harry. He's such a huge advocate when it comes to racism, and in mind, he is married to a woman of color, beautiful woman of color, that is Meghan Sussex. And also, here's one thing, also a good thing. So she's not being paid, right? She's not being paid. This is supposed to be a volunteer position. But remember, she demanded that she's paid $300,000, a salary of $300,000. When they said no. And when she was asked to step down, she made a fuss and said, Harry, the trustees and the board were like, okay, we can give you 150,000 for compensation for your work. No. She insisted she wants $2,000 a day, which sums up to close to $300,000. Now, it's crazy to me that she's been making noise that toxic work environment, bullying, harassment. This is an unpaid position. You're supposed to volunteer. This is a charity organization. You're supposed to volunteer. It's crazy that she is so stuck. She just does not want to let this charity go. For many of us, it's a no-brainer. Like Jason said, it's a no-brainer. When you're in an environment like you're volunteering somewhere and that environment is toxic, you cannot stand it, people are harassing you, they're bullying you, you will walk away, because at the end of the day you have nothing to lose. So you'd think Sophie will do that, but no. And that's why we are questioning her motives. Why are you so hellbound on taking a charity, stealing a charity that is not yours? Why do you badly want to control a charity that is not yours? And at the end of the day, the only question we can think of is the fact is you want the money. You've been at this charity, you've seen the money in, and that's why you have the audacity to take $400,000 without the board's approval, to bring in external consultants who, by the way, are closely related to you one way or another, be it a family member, be it someone you've worked with for years. You even brought in Ian Rawlinson, William's henchman. And that's just bizarre to me. So you've seen the money. This is a charity that brings in $1 million a year. She's seen the money. She's like, oh hell no. That's why she's making these bizarre demands, even for a position that she's not supposed to be paid. Why are you so confident in running a charity that's not even yours? Are you not ashamed? Are you not embarrassed? Because many people will be. It's like, why am I fighting for a position that I'm not paid? Number two, it's not mine. I did not fund. I can go out there and start my own charity. And that just tells you she has so many skeletons to hide. So Sophie, again, what is your motive? What is it that you want? And in my opinion, and take it with a grain of salt, this is just, I think, for Sophie, it's about the money. She's seen the money, and I think there's a bigger someone behind all this, and that's William. And that his own goal is to ruin this charity, to burn it to the ground. I think that's the only logic I could come up with. Because when you have Ian Rawlinson be part of this charity before he was even appointed as a trustee a few days later after the other trustee stepped down, that is raising eyebrows. This man was paid $24,000 for consultancy, and he's owed $66,000. So that sums up to $90,000. Mind you, this is even before he stepped in, and I know he was just waiting for an opportunity to burn this charity to the ground. That's why he was so confident just sitting next to Sophie Chandauka during that Sky News interview. And I hear that Trevor, only to find out later that he's actually a good friend of Sophie Chandauka. I mean, that's why she went to the friend to do the interview, was not asking her the right questions. And when he attempted to ask her, she deflected. Oh, why did you take this money? Oh, it was Harry. And I hate that. Another motive that I don't like, it's like she's been literally attacking Harry and even bringing Megan, who had nothing to do with this entire thing. And also I agree with Jason Sox, by the way, the respondent, who said that he does not see anything wrong with that incident that took place during the poll event where she was telling Sophie Chandauka to come to the middle of their position. Yes, it was awkward, but it's not. And when Harry asked her, let's assume Harry did in fact ask her to speak up for Megan after the backlash that she faced from the media, and she's like, no, that is not a crazy thing. I mean, I think she's been working with Harry for a long time. So at some point, Harry considered her a friend. And that's not a bizarre thing to ask a friend to do. Can you speak up for me? Can you say this? Can you debunk this about what's going on? And the fact that you refused also speaks volumes. It means you enjoyed seeing Megan be dragged by trolls, by the press, by the media. And that just speaks volume about who you are. So I really love Jason and how he just said things that we've been saying for a while now. And especially on JB News, and then the other reporters were stunned. They couldn't even speak because they don't know. They were not expecting him to be pro Harry, to say amazing things about Harry. I wanted you guys to see that clip, and it just to show you that the media, the tides are turning. In due time, so many people, that the truth is coming to light. I know we're waiting for the UK Commission to conduct an investigation. As far as I'm concerned, with Sophie's track record, everything that's been uncovered, one by bit, one by one. Oh, it's not looking good. So I hope it's the UK. I hope they're fair. I really hope they're fair. They do a good job, because William is behind this, and I know he can go to extreme lengths just to ruin his brother. Look what he did by going to Jeremy Clarkson's show. So I don't trust the UK Commission fully, but I'm praying that, let me just give them a benefit of doubt, that they do a good investigation, and I pray that they do, and I pray that Prince Harry and Princess will finally take back their charity, so that these vulnerable kids, at the end of the day, they're the people who are suffering the most, who are affected the most with this ongoing saga, the Centre Ballet ongoing saga. These innocent kids are the ones who are literally, losing out, and it should not be happening. It should not be happening. So thank you guys. I want you guys to watch, to give an update that the UK media is the correspondents, the experts are shifting the narrative, and in due time they are going to turn on Sophie. So that's it, guys. I'm Iraj. As always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you with more exclusive news. Bye.